A very elaborate looking one. And it's the mausoleum of the Taff family. Right, guys, so on the left hand side here are the newer graves in the cemetery, but we're going to concentrate on looking at the older ones. So we'll make our way inside this way here and read a couple of the old headstones. So this is sacred to the Sacred Heart of Jesus. Have mercy on the souls of Lawrence Hamill, who departed this life the 16th of December 1903, aged 79 years old. So it looks like there's a huge looking stone slab in the corner of the old ruin here in the abbey. And a chest tomb. Now just on top of the chest tomb we have the coat of arms down the bottom and the crucifixion scene. Very, very old. I'd imagine this one could be even 1600s to look at. So I'm going to try and read what it says on the inscription. Or even get a date on it here. It's seems to be like Latin, the writing on it. We have a 1755, so it's actually 1700s. And I really thought it was 1600s because I have seen ones like these from 1640s, 1650s. But beautiful nonetheless, the stonework on it. And that is what remains of the ruins of it here. Now, just outside the old ruin here, we have what looks like to be a mausoleum. As we can see. And maybe there's another vault on the right hand side there as well. And that huge iron door on it. And I think there is windows. But it looks like to me, from looking inside here, guys, this is another case of a mausoleum being used as a storage area, I think, because it looked like when I looked in through the side of the door there, I could see equipment used for maintaining the old cemetery here and stuff. Like this is the window, the side of the mausoleum. And I could see a lawnmower in there and a couple of other things. But there is a vault on this side. We can see the roof on it there. So maybe we'll go around the opposite direction and see can we read an inscription or something to give us an idea of who's buried there. So that is the door I was looking in. So if you look inside, you can see the wheelbarrow and the lawnmower and a load of other stuff in there as well. So it's just used as a shed.
There must have been somebody in there.
But there must have been somebody there at one time or another, but not now. So that's what's in there, guys. You can see. Very strange that people.
But they did do this place up. They did that. They restored it.
The cemetery.
That mausoleum.
Well, the mausoleum was restored, yeah, but there's.
Well, why would they restore
Unless
it?
there's
No
so.
body in there.
There's probably. I would think there's bodies underneath the mausoleum. There was one like that you did in Tipperary, do you remember?
That's terrible.
And the burial area was underneath the floor. So they're using the upper level of this mausoleum for storing the lawnmowers and gardening equipment. And I don't know, do these families who own these mausoleums actually know that they're using this as a shed, which is very disrespectful, I think. Because I wouldn't like if that was my family in there and they were leaving all that junk on top of where your family are buried underneath. So anyway, we'll read this one here, and this says, "Pray for the soul of Catherine Kelly, who departed this life on the 15th of December, 1737, aged 37 years old. Likewise for the souls of Charles, her husband, and John, her son, who caused this monument to be erected for themselves and family. 1752, also for Mary Kelly Flynn, wife of John, I think." But a beautiful carving here. We see two horses and like a tower, castle style tower in the middle. And then up above that again we have what looks like a greyhound maybe. And then we have two angels and the crucifixion scene just there. So this vault here with the roof on it, there is an inscription on it, and it says, "Pray for the soul of COL." Now, whether that's Colonel or something like that, Luke Dowell and his family. There's a number of names on this part. I'll just pull that off. So we have a date I'm looking for on this. 17 something maybe. It's kind of hard to read it on it there, but it is the family vault of the Dowell family. Right, guys, so that was that mausoleum that's used as a shed. Another strange find. Over there. So we have another mausoleum just on this side of the old cemetery here, with this big wrought iron railing around it. A very elaborate looking one. And it's the mausoleum of the Taff family, We can see a couple of vents on the side of it there. And hopefully we can get in around. But I don't know if we'll be able to see inside there or not, but we'll give it a go. Looks like there's a chimney, it looks like on top of that, doesn't it? So we'll have a look at the door. Very stylish looking one. And we can see the name Taff on that door. So the holes on this one, they look like they're going upwards, that they're not going straight in to have a look. Right guys, so that is the Taff Mausoleum, and unfortunately I couldn't see inside because it's just the way the doors, the holes on the door there are made. They kind of go upwards instead of looking straight in. It was the way the door was designed. But still interesting to see the structure of it. And the style, the way it was made. I'm sure back in the day it would have looked much nicer than what it is now. Now, that part up the very top of it there, kind of almost like an obelisk style. There is a date I can see on it, and it's 1878, I think, is the date on this Taff Mausoleum. So I'm sure there would have been a wealthy family in the village here. Merchants, maybe. Who knows? And of course, all the ivy is taken over it. Right, guys, that's it from me here in Tulsk in County Roscommon. It's a small enough area, but we did get to see a couple of the graves and the mausoleum of the Taff family. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all on the next adventure. Take care.